Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's tutorial. We're looking at further exact ratios within trigonometry. This does relate to the Mathematics Book 1 exercise 6.7. We have done a lesson already on exact values within trigonometry, so I might just do a quick refresher of that and then we'll move on to some of the more challenging questions. So with our exact ratios in our trigonometry, we obviously have two triangles that we need to replicate. Now I'm replicating half of an equilateral triangle with 60 degrees as my base angle. Half of that 60 would be 30 degrees. So I get that good decent triangle there with sides 1, 2 and root 3. Again, that comes from 2 squared minus 1 squared equals 3 and square root the answer. The other triangle that we need to use is the the right-angled isosceles triangle with 1 squared plus 1 squared equals 2 and root that answer. We get root 2 and that gives me 45 degrees in both angles. They're our exact values. So for example, if I wanted to find cos 60, it's be 1 over 2. If I wanted to find tan 45, we should know what that is anyway, but it's opposite over adjacent, so 1 over 1, which is 1, or any of our cos, sine, tan ratios of 30, 60, and 45 we can now find. So we're going to be using those triangles quite a lot in this particular tutorial. Okay, so let's have a look at a nice, easy one to start with. I'm going to start by drawing my 60-30 triangle. Okay, we just drew that, so that's 1, 2, and root 3. That's obviously going to help me with this. Hopefully we won't run out of batteries here. Evaluate sine 60 plus cos 60. Okay, so sine 60 has a value of root 3 on 2. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. We're adding those together. The denominators are the same, so we can simply add the tops to make root 3 plus 1 over 2. It's that easy, okay? Or 1 plus root 3 over 2. Make sure if we get this type of question that the denominators are the same. 2 sec 60. Well, sec is the inverse of cos 60. We know that cos 60 from above is 1 over 2. So if we're doing 2 lots of sec 60, we're doing 2 lots of 2 over 1 because it's the inverse of cos 60, which equals 4 times 4 over 1, which is simply just 4. Okay, so you have to remember the trig ratios of sec, of cosec, and of cot as well to make sure that we know how to do these. Okay, next question. Okay, I'm going to draw up my 60-30 triangle. 1, 2, root 3 just to help me. Okay, simplify tan 30. Well, tan 30 is opposite over adjacent, so 1 over root 3 plus tan 60 is root 3 over 1. Now, the denominators are not the same, so I need to make them the same. Before I can do that, I need to rationalize this, because anytime you get a question like this, you must make sure that the denominators are rationalized. Okay, so I'm timesing top and bottom by root 3, so I get root 3 over 3 plus root 3 over 1. Now, the denominators are not the same, so I need to multiply this by 3. Okay, so now that leaves us with root 3 on 3 plus 3 root 3 on 3. Now I can add the top, so 3 root 3 plus root 3 is 4 root 3 over 3. I can't simplify the 4/3, so it's just simply 4 root 3 all on 3. Okay, nice question. Okay, the next one brings in the value of cot. Now hopefully cot we know to be the inverse of tan. So if I know what tan 30 is, which I know tan 30 from above, tan 30 is 1 over root 3. I know that tan 60 is root 3 over 1. And actually, it's going to be very similar to the question above, isn't it? Because if I inverse this, we get root 3 over 1 plus I inverse this, 1 over root 3, and look, it's the same question as above. So I'm going to simply equals 4 root 3 over 3. Okay, so those questions are pretty much identical because the inverse of each. Okay, all right. And for our last question, which is quite a challenging question, we need two different triangles. We need our 60 degree and 30 degree angle there. 60, 30, 1, 2, root 3. But we also need my 45 degree right angled triangle of 1, 1 root 2. And let's now put in our tan 45. Well, tan 45 is 1 over 1, which is just 1. Our tan 60 is root 3 over 1, which is just root 3. 1 minus tan 45, we know is 1, and it's multiplying by tan 60, which is root 3 over 1. So if I simplify that, 1 plus root 3 all over 1 minus root 3. Now, at the moment, I'm happy for us to stop there. However, I did say that we like to rationalize these. So hopefully remember to rationalize this. We get 1 plus, 1 plus root 3 over 1 plus root 3. Remember, if you need to rationalize your surds, okay, we need to times it by that thing, but opposite the plus sign. So let's now go 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1 times root 3 is root 3, plus root 3 times 1 is root 3, plus root 3 times root 3 is 3, all over 1 squared minus root 3 squared, because difference of two squares. So we get 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 root 3 all over 1 minus 3, excuse that, 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Now 2 goes into everything, 2 goes in there once, twice, once. So we get 2 plus 1 root 3 over negative 1, which is simply then just minus 2 minus root 3. That's quite a tough question, guys. To be honest, if you got there, I'm very happy. But if you manage to get over there and rationalize it, even better. Okay. Now this is, as I explained earlier on, this is finding exact ratios. There is some tough questions there, but go through it. Hope this helped. See you later.